As a tourism initiative, this one is quite a feat. Imagine trying to persuade hundreds of people to reenact an historical event that happened in their town over a century ago. Then asking them to dress up in full traditional attire every day for a few weeks. Well, that's exactly what's been happening in the small town of Krushevo in Macedonia. Amadi Bangu has been finding out more.
Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly. Time goes by so slowly.
We returned all city Krushevo in the time of 1903 here because in that time it's happening most important historic moments for Macedonian history.
The scene of a courageous rebellion against 500 years of Ottoman rule made Macedonia the first republic in the Balkans. Although brutally crushed after just 10 days, the uprising in Krushevo is still celebrated to this day. But given more recent history of conflict in the region, it's not surprising there's no sight of a bloody battle reconstruction. Instead, the diplomatic option has the friendlier air of a fancy dress party as they mark the anniversary this month. It really does look like the whole town is going about their daily activities in full costume. So zdravo.
Twice.
Twice. Okay. With a cast of hundreds, you feel like you're on a film set. Every street is a stage. It's tourism at its most interactive. And it's no place for spectators.
Okay, let me actually practice it first of all. They're calling this a living museum. Tourists get to experience a way of life from over a century ago. That's not that hard.
Sloboda ili smrt za Macedonia!
As the project expands, it's traditional houses like this that are being renovated to open them up to visitors from next year.
With our project, a lot of infrastructure, services can be improved, manufacturing and crafts can be saved from dying, and the young people can stay in Macedonia, in Krushevo, and with creating a new jobs for them.
This year is seen as a dress rehearsal. After all, it's an ambitious undertaking, organising a mass performance for several weeks every year. But this small town has big ambitions for tourism. In a country where 1 in 3 are unemployed, it's the poorest of the former Yugoslav republics.
Economy in Macedonia is down, almost 20 years. In Krushevo, with this project, we have better perspectivity to all the city. My economy, my business plan, is to development with more people who working for me.
And it's not just about marking an historical event. Residents are celebrating and sharing their local customs. Believe it or not, they're actually staging an entire wedding just for the fun of it.
Bravo.
Well, it's one way to try to engage tourists as an alternative to city breaks in Europe. But the factors that work against Krushevo are those it has little control over. There are no direct flights to Macedonia from many of its key markets. And once you fly into the capital, it's another 3 hours drive to get here.
If you could come here some months ago, you could see hopeless people, no opportunities for jobs, nothing in the future. Now you can see very engaged people, all dressed in traditional costumes, dancing, singing, taking pictures with tourists, learning something more about the history, talking about the history, and that's already an achievement.
You can't deny the enthusiasm the project's managed to generate in their debut year. They've even got me to dress up. Of course, we're yet to see if this will translate into attracting tourists in the next year. But for now, there's a party to be had.